What's going on, guys? It's the Hunter Project here. Welcome back to my channel. And as you can see in the background, we are playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and this will be the start of the playthrough series where I go through Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate all the way through the story and hopefully 100% all of the quests from low rank all the way up until G rank. I will be talking a tiny bit here, so I will put a timestamp on screen to jump straight to the playthrough. But before that, I would just like to say I did do a poll on the day of this video's uploading, and it was between Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate and Freedom Unite as to what games I will want to do a playthrough of for you guys, and Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate did win on both Discord's poll as well as YouTube's. There was a bigger difference, and on Discord it was a slightly smaller difference between people who wanted to Freedom Unite and 3 Ultimate. 3 Ultimate obviously was the victor, as you can see we're playing it in the background, but that does not mean I won't be doing Freedom Unite. That will definitely be a series that will either come out later this week or possibly latest next week, and they will run simultaneously just so everyone gets the best of both worlds. And I'm absolutely fine with doing this, as this does help with just reducing the stress of me having to figure out what type of video I want to do for that week. As if you guys do enjoy these series, I'm absolutely fine with doing this, because sometimes I do feel like if I have to make a top 10 video or a speculation video, if I'm not feeling it, I'm not going to do it, because the video is just not going to be produced to my liking. Whereas playing a game is already something I do in my free time, so playing through this and speaking over it is just as enjoyable as me just playing through it. So I'm absolutely happy to do both series simultaneously. Of course, if one does start to stack up on the other, I will slow down with one of the two, and that just depends on which one is probably getting more traction, as I do want to make these videos for you guys. If you're enjoying them, then I'll continue. If no one enjoys it, then I'll probably stop, as of course I do want to make sure you guys are entertained. So yeah, with that said, let's just jump straight into the playthrough. So yeah, we'll be starting a new character. We'll quickly look through this. We'll just name our character Hunter, if I can work out how the caps work. I always feel weird calling my character Hunter in Monster Hunter, because all the characters are referenced as hunters, but you know, I chose it first. At least I chose it before I discovered Monster Hunter as a franchise. Stay as male. Clothing, not too fussed. I have always I've preferred the little vest. Kind of reminds me of Gogeta from Dragon Ball. Color, not too fussed. We'll go with blue. It's a nice little shade of blue. Face, we shall go with, we'll go with the, let's see, we'll go with this face. No, it's too sad. Let's go with this face, nice and smug, because it's obviously, this guy's the best hunter around. How do we rotate my character? There we go. Haircut, let's see. Right. We'll go with, I don't want to go bald. That's a bit too much. I guess bald with a beard looks pretty cool, but we'll go with this funky. Actually, no. We'll go with this haircut. This is usually the haircut I go for in every Monster Hunter game that has it available, which is quite a lot of them. I think that most of the Monster Hunter games have this. I don't know about the earliest entries of the series, but I know Freedom Unite definitely did. I'm assuming Freedom 2 did, and onwards, most of the games did have this haircut. So we'll stick with this. Hair color. We'll go with something edgy. Let's go with pink. Definitely looks interesting. I'll say that much. Right. This guy does look on the younger side. Right, we'll stick with the default. I probably took way longer on the voice than I should have. Skin color, we'll go for a tiny bit of a darker shade, but not really too fussed with that. Features. Let's see. Feature 1 is... Can't really see what it's doing. But we'll turn on feature 2, because who doesn't love a beard? And we'll give him a... I guess a pink beard would only make sense, considering he's got pink hair. Right. So that is our character. We got touch panel settings. Standard, dynamic. We'll just go with standard, because we don't even have access to the Wii U gamepad. At least we do have access to the screen, but I don't think we should need it, so I'm just going to keep it hidden. So yeah, let's go with standard. We're going to save over our other character that we tested the game with. So I did just, before I did start this playthrough, I did quickly just launch up a random character and make sure the game was running smoothly, as I don't want this playthrough just flop midway. So yeah, let's get started. Welcome to the world of Monster Hunter. The classic heroes welcome. Even though we're not really their hero yet, but they just separated themselves to let us come through. But for the dialogue of this playthrough, I will go slow through it, at least slow enough that you can pause the video and check for yourself, but I will skim through most of it. Probably all of it actually, unless it's like a tutorial to let me know where I'm going, at least for the start of the game, as this game is notorious for like just not being the best for setting the player up to start their actual Monster Hunter quests. I did have two friends in secondary school who dropped off this game, and I remember them telling me how bad they thought this game was because they just couldn't get through the tutorial section. But they did fix that up in later Monster Hunter entries, which is good. Right, so they're talking about the quake. I won't be spoiling any of this story during this playthrough either. So there's been a pretty massive tremor that shook the entire village. So that's the blacksmith. Just to go visit the port. Random kid. Why did I click on the kid? Right. There we go. So that's the guild sweetheart. So this is here we're going to be getting our quests off, I'm pretty sure, but it's closed at the moment. Hi. And this is the fishmongress who sells his stuff in a bit, but obviously, like I said, we are at the in the tutorial section of the game, so everything's kind of closed off, kind of shut down. But we'll quickly get through this. You want to go to Port Tanzia? We'll go quickly just get all the ticks done for all the characters, like just making sure that everyone's been spoken to, so we don't have any yellow little speech bubbles above their heads. So if you do have super sharp eyes, you will notice that this emulator does drop the FPS to 30 in cutscenes. But it shouldn't be too big of an issue. I don't really notice it too much. I know I have a friend who will notice like even 1 FPS drop. But for the most part, it should be fine. I don't think during the gameplay anything bad will happen. So this person is extremely awesome to buy stuff from, especially when you're rich. You get all the bomb casing you need, all the gunpowder you need, Psycho Serum, Catalyst, which is massive. I wish there was like a way you could buy this in World and Rise, just using your money. But that's not the case, unfortunately. Also get nutrients as well, which is insane. So as soon as you get that money farm going, with like mite seeds, this will definitely be like a go-to area. But for now, we have no money. Well, not at least to buy stuff like that. Down here, got the armory again, got the multiplayer armory. And this is the armory collect to buy stuff off. We'll probably quickly go swap our weapons soon. But I will quickly get rid of these speech bubbles like I was saying. Right, and over in here is the, obviously for you, those of you who haven't played the game before, this is the multiplayer hub. We'll just hold off on buying anything yet until we actually know what we need. Arena clerk for arena quests. We'll probably do those last. We'll get through the entire game and then go through the arena. Guildmaster still wants to talk to us. Ah, damn it. There we go. Right, so that's the quest receptionist. She's pretty much saying the same thing, where to find quests and all that. So, Fisher King. Okay, I thought that was an actual. I thought that was the Gearcrest quest in Star 1, but that's not the case. I didn't think it would be. Fisherman's Tale, Moondroth, but yeah, we'll go through the story quest first, and then we'll come back through the multiplayer quests. What I'm planning on is probably going through the story quests through this playthrough, and then I will do live streaming for the hub quests, just so it's a little mix of the two. So at least in this series you'll have kind of a chance to have some input on the playthrough, whereas the live stream you'll have 100% input, as you guys can just tell me as I go. But yeah, so that's the hub for the multiplayer stuff, and we'll quickly fast travel back over to the single player hub, which is Moga Village. So let's quickly head over to the farm to see if there's any cutscene there or dialogue. Yeah, there is. We got Poogie as well. What a classic little piggy. Right, I'll go pet you in case someone in the comments is like, you didn't pet Poogie. Is Poogie a name here? No, it is. Oh, okay. It's already Poogie's name. Pick up, snuggle, change, well, snuggle. Let's see if we can get snuggle first time. Hopefully we can. We've got a lot of time playing this game ahead of us, so we'll just do it then. We'll learn the Poogie skill. Right, so he should be at the camp. My ancestors, blah blah blah. I'm just talking about the map. Talking about how the camp looks, and use the map to find the camp. Right. It plays extremely well, which is awesome. Love to see it. Before I forget, there is something I ought to tell you. Right, so now it's just telling us about dashing. But we are Monster Hunter veterans, so we know exactly what he means about dashing. So we have to go to the camp, which is obviously on our screen already. Touch panel. And some Wii U controls. Right. But yeah, as I was saying before the cutscene triggered, the game runs extremely smoothly. So I will put in every episode description the link to how to get this running on your computer if you want. But obviously, you will need to have a decent computer to run it. I'm running on a Ryzen 3600 1660 Super, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and like at least 1 terabyte storage. I think I have 2 terabyte storage. One is NVMe, and the other is the just a regular hard drive. So that's something just to think about. Obviously, if you do have a laptop that has integrated graphics, I highly doubt this will run, because an emulation in itself is already more taxing on a computer. But yeah, with that in mind, just be sure to go check it out if you can actually get it running. So stock my Aptonoff, attack it before it skedaddles. Right, let's go kill this poor herbivore that's probably done nothing wrong. Right, they're just telling us all about how to mine and gather. Right, I'll let that one survive out of the kindness of my heart, because I don't want to leave the baby one by itself. Let's see. Get some raw meat. What was the other thing we got? Got some, yeah, it was just raw meat. Wasn't looking at my screen. Looking to the side of where the OBS output is, just to make sure the FPS is okay. Right, we got some free raw meat. Do we have a barbecue spit? No, we do not. That's absolutely fine. We'll cook it in a bit. Amazing. Seems you've reached the camp in one piece. Earthquake damage, blah blah blah. Right. Let's go talk to the chief's son. Right, so he's just letting us know that this is the camp and it used to be a hunting base. And obviously it's kind of foreshadowing that this is going to become a hunting base. Right, we gave him raw meat, which is what he wanted. I don't know if he wants it once more. We'll just talk to him again. Return to the village. Right. We'll head back to the village. I don't think we can return to it. Yeah, we can't. We can't return to the village yet. That's annoying. Looks like you managed to deliver that meat. Good, think it's simple tasks. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Nothing too important there. Just told us how to return, which is obviously through Area 1. But yeah, as always guys, if you are enjoying the playthrough, be sure to drop a like on the video and comment for anything you want to see in the series, any weapon you want me to use, or any armor you want me to use, and even any like challenges, like slaying a certain monster with a specific weapon. I'm definitely down for that, because, you know, why not? Make the most of this playthrough. Oh, that was a bit of a hard landing. Right, it's telling us how to read the command directly in the center of our screen. Very nice. Right, quickly go back to the chief's son. Let's see what he's got to say for us. So I've just finished figuring out all the materials for the base camp. Right, so it's just telling us about the resources that we can find and how we can use them, pretty much. Used it to cook the meat. So now we've got a barbecue spit. Nice one. Hit the woods and gather resources. Whatever that means. And this is our Smithy. What a classic character. I'm probably going to quickly go swap over to Greatsword, which is what I'm going to start both playthroughs with. So the Freedom Unite playthrough as well as this playthrough. And then, like I said, drop a comment down below if you want a specific weapon used, and we'll definitely look into that. And if I'm feeling any type of other weapon, like if I want to go to dual blades or something, I will swap over during the playthrough, whenever I see fit. Hey, it's the chief's son. No, not Junior, no one calls me that. Anyway, check your map, it's expanded, so we got extra areas to go to. And he did say to go to Area 6. So we'll head over there quickly now. We will gather as we go. Yeah, just like he's about to say. Great, perfect timing. We know how herbs work, so we will be skipping over what he's saying there. I don't know if this is actually faster, I think it is. But with classic Monster Hunter games where you didn't have continuous carving, I think crouching saved a slight bit of time. It was probably the most minuscule amount of time, but you carve so much in Monster Hunter. It's nice to have like a variation of how it's looking, at least to the player, even if it does nothing in the grand scheme of things. Come to think of it, I didn't tell you about the monster list yet. Okay, so we know about the monster list. So for those of you who don't know what a monster list is, it's just in every Monster Hunter game, at least for most of them, you do have a monster list, which all monsters that you come across are listed in, and you'll be able to find out various information about them. The more recent Monster Hunter games definitely have more information to tell you about, and the older ones just have less and less as you go back. Ooh, that is a strong altar up. There we go. I just wanted a bit of this mushroom. Perfect, we got some blue mushroom. We just go to our combined list, make some potions. Right, so as you can see there, we just got some garbage. And with all the Monster Hunter games, so I think before Monster Hunter World, if you didn't have the book of combos, your combinations won't have 100% success rate. But I'll get more onto that after this. Right, so we got some Jaggy. Kill these critters to collect the resources. If your health gets low, you just obviously use your healing. And it's just telling us a bit about evasion. Right, as I was saying, so if you don't have the book of combos for that given given combination, it won't have 100% success rate. So it will have a chance of becoming garbage. Which is obviously not the best, because you can't really use garbage for anything. Okay, carve this before it despawns. Hopefully those two in the background don't despawn. I did kill them relatively quickly. Nice. And the final one. Perfect. A lot of jaggy materials. Just in case, we'll probably go to area 3 and 7. Just to double check that we've done everything. But I believe we will be done with this area. I think we can return, but we'll just double check. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Also in these games, as you can see here, to capture bugs, you actually have to have an item called a bug net, and that does have a rarity to it. So that's definitely something that they've changed for the better, in my opinion, in newer Monster Hunter games, as it was a bit tedious having to carry around a pickaxe for mining spots, as well as a bug net for bugs. So we're going to kill these Kelby, grab their horns, just in case we need it later. This great sword is extremely handy, one-tapping all these monsters, which is great. Great swords probably are my favourite weapon type in Monster Hunter, at least of all time they are. There are periods of time where I just swap to different weapon types, just of course you can't use the same weapon type for thousands of hours. It just doesn't work. At least not for me, it doesn't. So you've collected 30 resource. You collected the 30 resource points. Pretty much is what you're saying. Didn't mean to rush you. Come back to the village to get our hunter report. I think the graphics of this game as well, especially for its time and how much content there was in this game, it's just awesome to see that Capcom was able to pull it off. Right, so villager requests. I'm guessing that's where we're going to have to go. Oh, wait, no, actually. Hunter report, I'm assuming. There we go. Kills converted. Take our commodities. Right. Right, guys. We probably will end the episode there, just so these episodes aren't too long. I will try to do them maybe every other day. I'll have an episode out. But as always, if you did enjoy, be sure to like the video. It's extremely appreciated. It helps out the channel a lot. Like, it genuinely, if any other content creators are watching this video, or if you just know about YouTube SEO, likes do go a long way. And of course, if you watched this far into the video, thank you so much. And definitely stay tuned for the rest of this series on this channel. And be sure to drop a comment down below with what you want to see during this series. And with that, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.